Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Yo, 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 everybody, what's happening? What's shaking? What's going down? Good people on the internet. I am in New York City, in Times Square area. I got I got busyness. I got business to do. I'm doing business. Did that work? Yes. No. Why? I'm dealing with technical situations here, people. Calm down. All right. I can't talk super loud because I'm in a hotel, so I don't want to get told to shut up. So give me a little subdued. We're not doing a deep dive tonight, um, just because I'm too busy and traveling and stuff like that. So these will be the travel ones will be like a little. They'll be a little chill. They'll be chill. They'll be chill. So got a handful of folks. It looks like we've got it's just a pile of irregulars here. So if you have anything you want me to talk about, pop them in there. Um, we'll make a Jellypod tonight because why wouldn't we? Oh, we've got some exciting news. Jellypod is loving the AI Learning Lab, making podcasts for them. Um, so we've got some good news there. Um, the new deep research from OpenAI is out. I've used it for two pieces of research. Um, it was quite good. One of the pieces of research I used it for was nothing wrong with chill. Exactly, James. One of the things I used deep research for was what was the first thing I did? Oh, a sales thing. This was actually really cool. And you could if the problem with both operator and deep research, which are these new kind of powerful things, is they're only available in pro. So talking about them is kind of shitty because I have access to it, but most people don't. it's it's like, well, it's nice for you, Kyle. Isn't that nice? You get to play with the new exciting things. Um, and you're correct. You should talk to me like that. Um, let's see. I did. So the way deep research works, I think I've got one left. I think you're allowed three a day, like even for the $200 a month, or it's 100 a month or something like that. I don't fucking know. Um, I'll find out. Um, but it goes off and it researches, right? It finds websites, it reads websites. Wait, you're still in New York? Yeah. So I was in upstate New York for the reading. Tonight I'm in New York City. We've got city meetings tomorrow. Then we go to Jersey for half of Tuesday. That's tomorrow. Then Wednesday we're supposed to go to South Jersey, but that meeting got canceled, so I think we're coming back to the city. And then Thursday we're somewhere in Jersey again, and then late Thursday we come home. And then we've got virtual meetings, and it doesn't fucking matter. But yeah, I'm in New York. So excited about the music. How did the music reading go? Tell us. Okay, we are fans and the team irregulars. Um, so the reading was Saturday. It went very very well, like better than I expected. So when you do a reading like that, there's kind of three possibilities. One of the possibilities is the thing you thought was great isn't, right? You have a piece of crap. The other possibility is the thing you have has possibility, but it's structurally, it needs re-architecting. And then the third possibility is you have a show. And I was pretty confident we weren't going to be in the first category, but you really don't know. I actually was leaning toward, I thought we were going to have to restructure the show, because in reading the show, it reads like Act One doesn't end strong enough. And when we heard it, we've got a fucking show. The woman that played Sydney was awesome. It was a husband and wife team, played Kellen and Sydney. She was great. He was really good. The woman that played Tara was also really good. They brought all sorts of cool choices. There's one scene that we wrote. So there's a scene where Sydney says, I have a confession to make. Thank you, Silver Fox. Sydney says, I have a confession to make. I have a secret I want to tell you. And the secret is she loves him, right? And so he's like freaked out, and he says, I'm going to change the subject. Like, just talk about gutters. and so there's this funny scene of, like, I don't know, 3 or 4, little monologue, little speechy things from Sydney where she's talking about gutters, and they're funny. Like, they're really funny. Gutters are an often overlooked but important part of your house. You should clean them regularly, things like that. And so it's this funny little scene, and the way the actress played it was, she played it as if she wanted to change the subject back to love, but couldn't, because she's programmed to give him what he wants. And it was fucking tragic. It was really like, oh, it was so sad. So it was a really good choice. And then there's another scene where Kellen and his wife are fighting. They have a fight in the first act, and they make up in the second act. And so we wrote it like he brings her a sandwich and she instantly forgives him, and they have a nice scene together. And the actress played it like she didn't let him off the hook. Like, all the lines are like she let him off the hook, but she played it like, nope, I'm still fucking with you. I'm still pissed off. That was really good. Look like you're in a holding cell. Pretty much. That's welcome to the world of corporate hotels. It's pretty much a holding cell. I have a little coffee, hermetically sealed paper cups, because you wouldn't want an unsanitary raw paper cup. All right. Okay, couple of things. So on YouTube now, we've made it to the point that we can do business stuff on there. So there's things like super thanks and stickers and things like that. There's also 2 different subscription levels. If you want to support the channel, if you want to subscribe on YouTube, you can do that now. We haven't put enough time into, like, I just haven't had time to design what it means to subscribe. But if you want to support the channel, you can. Just know that that's there now. Yeah, Brandon, do you want to pop up on stage and just talk about it a bit?
Yeah, hey, Kyle. And hey, everyone. Live from Cleveland, not in a holding cell, at the switchboard here.
The cup content.
I just read that, and I was trying to pretend I didn't. So first of all, thank you to everybody who got viewing hours up, that liked, that followed the channel. It was a Herculean effort over the past couple of months to get to the point that we could get to the level where we could support it financially, and now we're here. YouTube said that we've done enough and they're going to let us open. So what we've got two different ways four different ways really that you can engage with us, and this is going to be an evolution of process as well, just like everything else, and subject to change without notice. But the as Kyle said, there's two different levels of subscription and memberships, which you can join at the irregular level of $3.99 a month, and these are all monthly memberships. And you could be a Learning Lab loyalty member at $9.99 a month, and you get to even have a star next to your name. You get some of the things that we've talked about, member-only live chats. If we do any demos or previews, we're going to offer those to members first. And then the fun one for me is you get, if you're on the YouTube live stream, and next to the chat, next to the hearts and other emotive icons, there's a new $sign. And if you click on that, you've got four options. You can give super stickers, which I gave one earlier in the chat just to see what it did. You can also do super chats, which you have my word as your producer. If you do a super chat, I will break into whatever Kyle is doing and make him read and pay attention to what you're doing at that moment, because you're paying to play effectively. And then you can also join memberships, and you can also gift memberships. So if you've got somebody in your life that you want to, or somebody you don't like, and you want to subscribe them to AI Learning Lab out of spite, that's also acceptable.
That's a good strategy. I like it.
So yeah, it's going to be, I would love your feedback in the AI Salon as far as anything else that you'd like to see from that in the Irregulars channel. And yeah, we'll really more to come after Kyle gets back from New York.
Yep.
And Kyle,
Hey,
there's a question from
Vicky.
Vicky.
Vicky just had a comment about YouTube Lives automatically posting to my channel. It's weird. They're not saved into the videos page. They're saved into the lives page. So they're there. We might want to look at, Brandon, is there a way to move them around? I don't know if there is or not.
Okay, sounds good.
All right,
So
cool. Hey,
I'm going
thanks
to
for
go
that
back
update.
into hiding for sure.
Okay, cool. And let's see. Taki said, I joined both YouTube and TikTok just in case I need to switch sides. Awesome. Thank you very much. I think TikTok's going to stay, but we're still in this weird thing where if someone doesn't buy it, I think that the current arrangement is, I think it was 70 days. So we're probably 10 days into that. So there's probably 2 months left of TikTok. So we'll see. Whatever. There was, someone wrote legislation that if you download DeepSeek R1, it's punishable by 20 years in prison. so it's like, it's just going to be an exhausting couple of years with legislation because the legislators, this thing is moving so fast, right? Like we're on this bullet train. And the legislators are sort of looking at it as it passes Cleveland, and they're like, let us write the law about Cleveland. And it's like already in Pittsburgh, So it's going to be weird. Was that Elon? I don't think so. It's going for cult status, a tax deduction. Was what Elon? I don't know. I didn't know what that means. Lawmakers have no way of keeping up. They don't. I mean, they're going to make it illegal to download DeepSeek. And then, 3 days after DeepSeek was Quen, which is apparently better than DeepSeek. And then 3 days after that is the new O3 Mini High. ChatGPT still has remarkably bad. Yeah. Elon did not do that legislation. Elon's not writing legislation. He's just got control of the purse strings of the government. It's nothing to worry about there. I'm sure it's going to be fine. I'm sure it's going to be just. Bam. The naming conventions that OpenAI with their stupid fucking names is they like, honest to God, like I think they think it's cute at this point. They know it's a fucking nightmare. GPT 4.0, great for most questions. GPT 4.0 with scheduled tasks. Thanks, Brandon. I'm going to go to this view because I'm sharing a window instead of a tab. It's too skinny, so that puts me a little closer to the window. Anyway, let's go look at these again. GPT 4.0, right? That's your main model. And then there's GPT 4.0 with tasks, not to be confused with reasoning or research or operator. Then there's O1 for advanced reasoning. They got rid of O1 mini, but they replaced it with O3 mini. And then because I'm on the pro plan, I've got O3 mini high. And then I've got O1 Pro mode, and then I can still go to GPT 4.0 Mini and GPT-4, the original mixture of experts model. At this point, what started as a good simple interface for everyone, you now essentially have to be a developer, right? Like you have to have a developer mind. You have to give a shit about learning what these different models do. You have to figure out what's possible. They need to create a ChatGPT model that understands the GPT models. Can't they just name them after Disney characters? I mean, Disney characters would be better. Well, frankly, Source Camp, what they need to do is we shouldn't have to fucking choose, right? We should be able to just type shit in and it'll go, oh, would you like me to go do research on that for you? Or do you just want an answer? Oh, go do research. Great. Right? Disney would sue them. Well, but just the basic idea of just doing a name. The other thing you can use now is Copilot. So within Copilot, you now have reasoning. You don't have deep research, but they do have reasoning. Source Camp, I think that's the only thing you can't do. Disney doesn't pay. Yes, or name them something we can keep straight. Yeah, like reasoning or or research. Like descriptive names. But again, like I go back to the place of, and I think Google's going to need to deal with this. Google's got this really bad right now because their products is so fragmented. At least ChatGPT's is sort of in the same place. You've got Operator as a separate application. You've got Sora as a separate application. And then within ChatGPT, you've got 12 applications. Google's got applications, scattered all over the place. I think all of these companies need to create AI simplification front ends that just figure this shit out for us. But we'll, whatever. We're not there yet. That's what what this tells me is we're still early, right? This is not going to be a mass adopted thing while it's this janky and fragmented. So, but that's all right. We have PhD level problem solvers in our back pocket now. All right. So let me show you something really cool. I'm going to go over to Jellypod. And if you go to Jellypod, you go to the main page, and then there's this Discover Podcasts little section. Wait, hang on. Make this bigger. Oh, no, I can't. And you go to Discover Podcasts, and look, What the Fact is a featured podcast right at the top. Right at the top. Our cute little thing. My tabs are all over the place. My tabs are a mess. But yeah, What the Fact is we made the big time on the Jellypod homepage, which, they're not, I asked the founder the other day, are they going to become a media company? And he said no. But if you look at this, this kind of looks like, a podcast site, doesn't it? And then they've got categories, a bunch of different podcasts, but we're featured numero uno. So let's go make ourselves a new podcast. So if you haven't seen this before, this is Jellypod. They're breadcrumbing it out to us. Yeah, exactly. FYI, Notebook LM, the speakers are somehow even better. Can't tell they're AI. Wow. Okay, interesting. All right, so we're going to go into what the fact, and we're going to go new episode, and then we're going to go to ChatGPT. We're going to go here. We're going to go podcast. So if you don't know how we did this, the way Jellypod works is you design a co-host or two. You design what you want them to sound like. So we had ChatGPT do that for us. And then you create a show concept, which we had ChatGPT do. We had it come up with, 20, something like that. And then what the fact was the one that we liked. And then you basically just copy your little outline from the ChatGPT. Boom. Oh, wait, what is this one? Haunted dolls and creepy toys, where playtime becomes nightmare. Cool. All right. So we're going to pop all that in there. We're going to do episode 7. We're going to do add source. Then we're going to go back to ChatGPT. We're going to grab. What's that? Oh. An alternate Wikipedia source. That's kind of cool. Grab that. Did you bring any construction paper with you? I didn't, but we've got a low angle on the keyboard, so we're not getting bad reflection. So it's not horrible. Okay, so we've got 3 sources. So we've got two Wikipedia pages and our little outline from ChatGPT. And then we're going to say create. So the first thing it's going to do is create an outline. ChatGPT just puts a reasoning button, or DeepSeek just puts a reasoning button, that's what OpenAI had that for a day, and then they took it away. The more crap they add without a good UI, the more they create the illusion of barrier to entry. That's an interesting thought. I don't know if I agree with that. I just think it's they're a research agency. I mean, they're a research company, and they're not a product company. Okay. Welcome people to episode 7. Welcome. All right. So we're going to move this up here. We're going to say episode 7. Okay, welcome people to episode 7. Remind them that this podcast is sponsored by the AI Salon at thesalon.ai. And then we've got to go work on our little images. What the fact images. We got to get number 7, haunted dolls. Oh, this is cool. Oh, wait, except, hang on. I got to change my sharing for the YouTube people. We're going to go full screen, people. We'll do it live. Look how cool that is. The lovely graphics for the What the Fact podcast were made by Corey Sandler. She made them all in one night. She just like blasted out 20 of them. I sent her all the outlines and she just blasted them all out. But what we have to do here is we have to resize this because whatever, you can't upload an image this big. So I go 768. This is the kind of stupid shit you discover when you're trying to, you're trying to move quickly and then you realize, oh, that's stupid. This is one of my desktop JPEG. One of my skills as a product guy is I can usually find a bug within within 5 minutes of the engineers telling me that they've got the perfect build. And it's always stupid shit like, could we upload an image bigger than, the thumbnail? File too large. Still too large? Oh, did I do the what did I do? Is that not the right? I saved the wrong one. Hang on. Duplicate as TIFF. There we go. Export that as JPEG with that. Go back over here. Go back here. Get that. All right, is that working? Is that working? It does not seem to be working. Thanks, Hotel Internet. Oh my God, I just checked out Jellypod and I'm floored. River Willow Neon Beats. I know, right? I hate not using a mouse. I know. It sucks, doesn't it? Why is this not uploading? Hang on. Let me reload the page. Maybe I'm having some, you have too many tabs open, sir. Sir, we're going to need you to close some tabs. Yeah. Listen, the file's too large. I got the wrong file. Okay, hang on. What is going on here? I'm going to do export. I'm going to do higher compression. I'm going to grab that. I'm going to do we'll call this SM for small. And we're going to save it on the desktop. Save. We're going to come over here. We're going to grab this. Where's the SM one? I don't get it, man. Where'd it go, man? SM contains SM. The fuck? This is cool. You taught me about GPT last year. I use it all day, every day. Awesome. River Willow, welcome back. And I'm so glad that the channel helps. Generate script audio, add music. Yeah. Okay. I gotta. What's happening? This is making me very sad. I'm gonna export to. Why did it not save it? I do not understand. We'll do 7 SM dash. We'll put the SM at the beginning this time. We'll make it smaller. 350K. Okay. Do we have it? It's there. It says it's there. We're over here. SM. All right, it's going. Good Lord. Okay. Okay, so this is one of those. This so reminds me of the early days of the World Wide Web, where you were on dial-up modems, and you went to show someone a website, and you'd be like, I got this cool website I want to show you. I got this cool website I want to show you, and then you'd be like, okay, it's gonna load in a sec. It's gonna be so good. Okay, just hang on. It's gonna be so good. And then like 15 minutes later, everyone's left. You're sitting there with your stupid fucking computer. All right, we're gonna generate the script now. Bang. All right, let me go change my sharing again. We can delete that copy. Let's go back to this. Present. I think I'm going to do this as a tab so we can share the audio. Remember, Joe Pizza's open till about 3 a.m. I may just head out. I'm in Times Square, so I may just head out after this and go walk the streets. Because, why fucking not? Transcript editor. What? Why? Oh, it's still generating. Okay. I could do a live Q&A from Times Square, but I don't want to get mugged with my little gimbal and my little stupid fucking iPhone in my face, and someone comes up and just punches me in the head and steals my phone. That would make for a bad trip. 93, 94, something around there. Yeah, 94 was when I started in all this web stuff. I was just talking about the World Wide Web early days. Listen, we are very much it. Yeah, you said 93, 94. I think we're closer to maybe 95, 96. Like it's decently evolved at this point, but we are nowhere near the hype cycle. Not anywhere near it. This shit is still so janky and slow and damn weird. All right. So, Lily Vogue, welcome to episode 7 of What the Fact. So, let's generate the audio. I can save you about 3 hours and chase down the mugger. New York walk and talk. I could do a New York walk and talk. I should do it at night because that's when the fucking crazies are out. I'm just gonna be I'm gonna have to just be hyper aware because it's fucking Touristville, right? Like if we were in the Village or we were in some cool neighborhood, I wouldn't be as worried. But it's Times Square, so they're out to get all the Midwesterners, and I look pretty Midwestern. I have New York attitude, but I've got Midwestern chops. I've got Midwestern DNA. We should put an Apple AirTag on Kyle. Okay. Are we generating audio? Is that what we're doing? Yes, that's what we're doing. Lily Vogue. Oh, are we there? I think we're there. Where's the play button? Oh, here. All right, ready?
Welcome to episode 7 of What the Fact, where we dive into the eerie world of haunted dolls, including Robert and Annabelle.
Dolls. Possessed ones. Never thought I'd be talking about that on a Tuesday, but here we are.
This episode, and the chills it may bring, is brought to you by the AI Salon at thesalon.ai, a place where technology and creativity meet to spark inspiration.
That's fancy speak for they're pretty smart folks over there, right?
Exactly, Buster. Now, back to the scary stuff. Let's set the stage for Robert the Doll, one of the most famous haunted dolls of all.
Oh, that's pretty good. All right, so we need the What the Fact MP3. So we'll go MP3 audio. Too good to be true opening. That's from our musical. Where's the What the Fact? I have a feeling it got eaten by my iCloud storage. Hang on. What research contains what? What the fact? What the fact intro?
Push play.
There we go. So we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. 30 years of being on the, forgot the lead-in music. Not yet, I haven't. Morning, what tool are we exploring? So what this tool is called Jellypod, and this is now our 7th episode of What the Fact?
Push play, get ready to dive into facts that'll blow your mind. We're serving truth with a side of wow. The fact's gonna thrill you now.
Welcome to episode 7 of What the Fact, where we dive into the eerie world of haunted dolls, including Robert and Annabelle.
Dolls. Possessed ones. Never thought I'd be talking about that on a Tuesday.
Oh, Bucky McClintock. Oh, it's Bucky McGillicuddy. Kyle, did you check out OpenAI's deep research yet? Yeah, I have. We'll play with that tonight. I think I have one research left today. I think you get 100 a month or you get 3 a day, and I don't know if it's 3 a day or 100 a month. Like, could I do 99 in a day and then just one more for the rest of the month? I don't know. Okay, publish episode. Ready to go. I'm good, right? I'm pretty sure I'm good. Boom. And then what we're going to do, man, we really need to update TikTok. I don't know what that means. Oh my God, the voices. Aren't they hilarious? Well, so, and River Willow, we designed those, like we had ChatGPT. I told ChatGPT that I wanted it to design voices that were comically different from one another, and that's what it came up with. They're pretty good. He's like, Bueller. Okay, episode 7. So we're going to click on this. We're going to say copy. And then we're going to go to the X. X is what they call Twitter. Oh, there's a priest taking a baby. How nice. Let's see. Oh, you know what I need to do? Wait, can you all see this? Oh, no. TikTok or YouTube can't. Hang on, people. You think this is easy? I'm on a shitty little desk in a shitty little hotel room with a single monitor trying to do all this. Window, StreamYard Studio. No, that window. Yes. Okay. There we go. Don't we recompile on Thursdays? Okay, so let me go over here, go to my little profile, find one of these other things so we can copy all the text from it. What the fact? Boom, copy. Go here, we'll do a new one. We'll get rid of this one. We'll add in our little image. What the fact? We'll put all these on the same line. All right. What the fact? Episode 7. Haunted dolls. And toys, I think. All right. What the fact? Episode 7. Okay, so here's what I need you to do, people. 100 queries per month. Okay, great. Here's what I need you to do. Go to the TikTok. No. Go to the Twitter. Go to the X. Did you link the episode? No, I didn't. Did you want me to do that? I could do that. Shut up. Oh, I got to go get it again. Hang on, people. Just calm down. Cool your flipping jets. Everybody's like, he did it wrong. He's doing it wrong. This is really painful watching an old man try to use the computer. This is very painful. All right. What the Fact, episode 7. Looks great. So you're going to want to go to the X, the Twitter, the X, the Twitter that where you tweet, where you post, and you zeet and you post the tweets, the Twitters. And I want you to tag this, and I want you to like it, thumbs up, and I want you to share it. All right? It's live. We're live. We did it. All right. I feel like Kyle reads TikTok chat more than us. Not true. Maybe. I don't know. It's not saying a lot, but still. James, lol, shut up. Shut up. I do what I can. You might need to unretire Frank while you're in New York. That's not a bad idea, actually. Let me tell you something. About this whole naming convention that OpenAI's got going with their fucking 01, 03. We got the 4.0, the 01, the 03, the 01 mini, the 01 mini high. What are they, fucking high? Yeah, we could do that. I can't be that loud in my little hotel room. They're going to yell at me. So we're live, so that's good. There we go. What the Fact is out there. Did any of you like it? Let's see. Kelly Camp, she gets the gold star tonight. She was first, people. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to make that go away. We have a deep research button that we're going to turn on. And I think we're going to do a little deep researching. I miss Frank laughing my ass off. Hey, let me tell you something. This motherfucking Sam Altman with his little fucking cute little names, the cute little letters. He's got like some sort of fucking code. It's like if we stick all the letters of the names together, it's gonna make some fucking password that's gonna unlock the fucking universe, motherfucker. Yeah, exactly. All right. Anyway. I don't know if deep research auto turns it to 03 mini. I think you have to turn it. I saw some people bitching about that today. So I'll go if you just leave it on 01 or 03 mini, the deep research doesn't work. Yeah, I was using it today. It was pretty bad. It was pretty janky. It's so confusing. It is Dr. Bod. Frostbitten, but you can use 03 mini high for it. That's what I'm going to do. Some AI guy put Sam A in a Deep Seek t-shirt. That's pretty good. That's solid. Kyle, can you explain the difference between the models in OpenAI? Okay, I'll try. Let me start at the bottom. So GPT-4 legacy model, the one that they put all the way at the bottom, that's actually a really good model. That was sort of the pinnacle of ChatGPT's, pure large language model. It was actually 10 different 170 billion parameter specialized models in what's called a mixture of expert models. So it was 1.7 trillion parameters. Why they've got it at the bottom there is I think it's really expensive to run, but it's really good. So if you're not getting good results with the other things, you can try it. I mean, the thing about all of these models at this point is they're all so good. Like I think it's nuanced differences between them. I mean, the reasoning engines are very, very different, but like GPT-4, GPT-4 mini, and GPT-4o, like, I don't know. Anyway, GPT 4.0 mini. So 4.0, the O standard for Omni. So it's a multimodal model, meaning it can see images, hear audio, speak, make images, but they still haven't released it fully. We're still making images, not with 4.0, not with the image generation part of it. So it's weird. Anyway, so 4.0 is just your basic run-of-the-mill ChatGPT. 4.0 with scheduled tasks is if you want to say every morning you want an inspiring little. They have more models than you have tabs. They do. They really do. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. Tasks is really cool. Like if you wanna do an every morning inspirational quote and have ChatGPT write it for you, you can do that. It's pretty slick. It's expensive to run compared to 4.0. Yep, exactly. Suno AI cussed my song a few times today. Yeah, I got Refusion. I want to go play with Refusion as well tonight. We'll go play with that. We'll make a song. I'm going to let you listen to a new Sydney song. There were 2 songs in the script that didn't exist. All the other songs we had. And I did a really cool quote, a really cool prompt that I didn't think would work, and it worked beautifully. And we actually included the song in the table read. Did you get deep research? Yeah, I have deep research. We're going to play with that in a second. Someone's just asked me to explain all these models. Okay, O1 is the advanced reasoning. It's really, really good. O1's really, really good. It's available for free users. And then down here at the bottom is O1 Pro. So because I've got a Pro account, that's the $200 a month account. And you're like, Kyle, is it worth $200 a month? Not really, but particularly for OpenAI, I want to have access to the new thing because they're kind of leading the charge with this stuff. So I want to have access to it. So thank you, AI Salon, for sponsoring that. And then O3 Mini and O3 Mini High. These are the new super fast, super good, better than DeepSeek models, apparently. I don't fucking know. Like everything is, they're all just sort of slightly better in most of the benchmarks than each other. So at this point, it's just, for all of us, it's way more than we deserve. Is how I would put it. Okay, so that's all that stuff. Okay, so with deep research, you flip it into GPT O3 Mini High. And then one of the things that I read on X today was that when you use deep research, it's actually using the full O3, not O3 Mini. I don't know if that's true or not. I assume it's not, or they would say that. Kyle, have you played with or seen Qwen 2.5? I have seen it. If you go to chat, I think it's chat.qwenllm.com. Chat.qwenllm.com? No. Chat.qwenllm.com. Nope. Is it chat.quen.com? Can't be. It couldn't be actually good. I bet it's quenai.com. Nope. Let me try quenai.com. I bet that's it. Nope. Quen.ai? I don't fucking know. Anybody? Does anybody know what the Quen thing is? I was playing with it last week. Chat.Quen. QuenLM.ai. Move your mouse, Brandon. I can't see the QuenLM. So I had it. I just didn't have it. I didn't have God damn. I didn't have the 17th iteration of the stupid fucking URL. There it is. If you go to it's a really easy URL. It's super easy to remember. chat.quenlm.ai.xyz.fart. I am so sick of non.com things. Isn't it on Hugging Face? Yeah, but so next week I'm going to do a deep dive on Hugging Face. Hugging Face for normies, and this channel is really for normies for the most part. Hugging Face is confusing as shit. I had a doctor with easy early access to HEDS on X, and its results are amazing. Okay, great. I saw your post. Thank you for tagging in that, Danielle. And what is HEDS? That's the deep. Early access to ChatGPT, deep research. Yeah, I did a sales thing today, and then I did. Oh, you know what I did, which was really cool. I had it for Sydney for the musical. I had it go find any play, movie, or book that had a relationship between humans and AI, and do research on that, and then come back and give us a whole report on it. It did it really, really well. Oh, HEDS is that connective tissue disorder. Yeah. Which, yeah, that's probably something that I need to look into. Okay. Let's go back to ChatGPT. So we got to come up with, can you please explain the deep research? Absolutely. I wish I could explain. I wish this shit weren't so nested, but it's unfortunately. I need pizza boxes. I do. Okay. Let me build up the Russian dolls here for you. So at the core of what these things do, you have a large language model like GPT-4o, and that's the thing that we've been using where, you've got your large language model, which is the cup and a condom, and they've put all of human knowledge that they could get their hands on. They've packed it all in there. So this is chock full of human knowledge. And when you use ChatGPT, you say, hey, do you know anything? And it does its probability engine thing, and it spits out an answer. And you're like, great. And then it hallucinates, and it doesn't know what it said, and it doesn't know how many R's are in strawberry, right? All that shit. Trying to think how to do this. Well, metaphors are hard when you don't have props, when you don't have garbage all around you that you can pull. So that's the base level. The reasoning engines use what's called chain of thought reasoning. So it's still making a call to an LLM, but it's doing what they call thinking before it gives you the answer, and it writes its own prompt. So you give it a prompt, and then it takes your prompt and it sort of thinks about it, and it says, well, step one is it basically does planning. Step one, I should do this, and then step two, I should do that, and then I should think about this, and then I should think about that. And so as it's writing prompts, it's getting back answers, and then it looks at that answer and it creates the next prompt. And so it basically goes through this reasoning series of prompts that you don't have to write. You basically give it a prompt, and then it thinks. And it comes back with better answers because it has looked at, did I hallucinate? Whatever. Deep research takes it one step further. So you've got your basic prompt, you've got your reasoning, right? Your chain of thought reasoning. And then what deep research is doing is it's going out to websites, reading a single web. So it goes and finds a website. It reads the entire website, comes back with a summary, and then based on what it found, it adds more steps into the chain of thought reasoning, and then it goes out to another website and it comes back and it adds more, and so it's literally doing what a researcher would do, right? If you worked at Morgan Stanley or you worked at some consulting company and you would say, hey, super highly educated researcher, go find all of the mentions, go find all of the books that mention humans and AI working together, and go find all of the movies, and go find, and then come back and analyze them and tell me which are the most important ones, and tell me what are the themes in them, and go read the books and watch the movies and do all that shit, or read all the websites where all that stuff's done. And then so it goes off and does that, and it can think for as much as 30 minutes where it's out looking at websites, analyzing it, and then what it does is it writes up a research report. So we'll do it right now. So what I'd like to do is give me some ideas on what I could research, and then we'll go do that. We'll just go do one. I'm feeling guilty about the YouTubers because they're all TikTok jealous. There's they're like, our screen's bigger, but TikTok's cooler. So there's some insecurities going on in YouTube. So let me just go make sure they're okay. Rick Olson, greetings, Kyle. Hugging face is confusing. Thank you. Thank you for validating my, I want to love Hugging Face, but it is confusing as shit. You think ChatGPT is confusing? Go look at the model names on Hugging Face. Try to figure out what a fucking model is if you're not a programmer. IKR always been wear a cup and a condom. How to make money with ChatGPT. I didn't bring my button. You can make money with ChatGPT. All right, let's see. Research TWI training within industry. I don't know what TWI training is. I'm down with that research. AI agents. Good point, Frost. Research AI agents. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Kakif's on both YouTube and TikTok. The really cool people are on both. If you're not dual screening TikTok and YouTube, you're not hip. Because what you do, you put the YouTube channel up on your 80-inch plasma QLED screen that you got, a curved QLED screen. So I'm up there because you want to see me as big as possible. Because, I mean, look at this. And then you come to TikTok for your chat. That's what the cool kids are doing. Danielle's on both. She's a show off. Vicky's on both. Cuddy was uncool long before YouTube. Vicky concurs. Triple screen. Valerie Cox is triple screening. She doesn't want to miss any comments on X. It's a good thing I turned off the LinkedIn stream. All right, idea from last week. Find a product on ClickBank. Tell it to create a sales funnel. Well, I just want to do it. I just want to do the research part of it. Generates a response in a particular format without hallucinating. I'm on both. Hang on, I have to do a physical dexterity challenge. Hey, I did it. My record so far on DeepSeek is 17 and a half minutes. That's pretty cool. AI agent. Research the condition that your boys have. Yeah, maybe I should do that. Let's do that. It's gonna be depressing, but okay. So let's see. Bear with me while I type. Oh, I guess I could use the talky typey thing. So one thing that I noticed is when you do a deep research query, the next time you query the system, it has turned it off. So if you wanted to keep researching, you have to keep hitting the button. The UI for this is a mess. Research the logistics of importing 100 irregulars from around the world to an exclusive event in Colorado. That would be cool, but when we're going to do an in-person event, it's going to be in Vegas, by the way, because I'm a degenerate. Oh, is Pluto a planet? That's a really interesting one. Let's do look for potential cures that AI can create. This reminds me of the old days when Kyle took 45 minutes to get back to us. Shut up. Vegas for the win. Yeah, baby. I'm going to Vegas. Fuck Colorado. Come to Denver. Watch the Cowboys. Okay. Let's see. Here's my reticence to doing research on stuff that I'm not. So I'm trying to find something that I could get my head around. Hang on. We could do a meeting at Casa Bonita in Denver. That's pretty funny. Doing something at the Sphere would be cool. All right. My record so far is 17 minutes. We saw that. Just finished an online AI certification course. Use AI to answer most of the assignments. That, of course, it's acceptable. Yeah. Did you actually learn it, Rob? Or did you just want the sticker to put on your LinkedIn profile? Because it's all fun and games until someone actually hires you to do the thing that you used AI to learn. I mean, for students, that's one thing. I don't know how old you are, Rob. I assume if you're on this channel, you're probably a little older than a student, but I don't give a shit if you cheat. First of all, AI detectors don't work. And second of all, I don't think it's anyone's fucking business how you answered the questions. That's on you. You're willing to put your name and say you have that certification and you didn't learn the crap? Cool. Go for it. Empowered fundraiser. Ann Murphy was shaking, lady. Welcome back. I'm now on my trip. You were back from your trip. Now I'm on my trip. Ann and I are behind on our homework assignment for the Are You Ready for AI training session. The only thing we have to do, the only flippin' thing we have to do, are we talking AI readiness? Yeah, what I'm talking about, I'm shaming us. I'm quickly shaming us. All we have to do is make videos where we're like, hi, I'm Kyle. I'm Ann. And, we do the thing. But, Ann was like, I want to take a vacation. And I'm like, I want to go get business for my company. And so we haven't done it. No, we're playing Ann with deep research from OpenAI. I have access to it, and we're going to research something. I got to figure out what the hell we want to research. I'm a doc. Research a medical condition. All right, Dr. Bod. I'll do that. I'll do the Lyme disease thing. So if you don't know, I've got a family full of people with long haul Lyme, and now all sorts of other special diseases like neuropathy inspired by the Lyme. Okay. I want you to write me a report on as much research as you can find on long haul Lyme disease, comma, the related co-infections like Babesia, Bartonella, etc. I want you to find research on related conditions like inflammation, neuropathy, joint pain, autoimmune disease caused by these little fuckers, period. Once we learn about the research into the organisms, I want you to split your research into two categories. One would be treatments for the related conditions, and one would be research on treatments that look promising, especially focusing on recent advancements accelerated by AI, period. Finally, I want you to identify clinical trials whether existing or upcoming, that we can look into. Okay, I think that's good. So far, so good. Dr. Kyle in the house. Yeah, I feel like house. Let's do a differential diagnosis. I love that show. That guy was so fucking bitter. He made me happy. All right, here we go. So, thanks for your detailed request. Oh, and then it does this, which I think is kind of interesting. Thanks for your detailed request to gather the most relevant and comprehensive research on long haul Lyme disease and its co-infections. I'd like to clarify. Do you want... damn, there's a lot of questions. Do you want both mainstream and alternative? So let's see. 1, yes. Both mainstream and alternative. That's actually a really good question, because if you don't know anything about Lyme disease, our lovely insurance industry basically wrote the legislation on the treatment for Lyme disease, and any doctors that go outside of the 6 weeks of doxycycline for Lyme disease get sued to have their medical licenses removed. So no doctor will touch it. So there's this whole underground medical community. Nothing is covered by insurance, but if you want your kids to say, not fucking suffer, you have to go to this underground. So the fact that it asks for that's a good sign. Are you interested in specific types of studies? Let's see. Yes, both mainstream and alternative. All studies are fine. I want a comprehensive report. I'll go 2. Time frame. Should I focus on recent advancements, last 5-10 years? Last 5 to 10 years is fine, since they will likely cite other research. Okay. 3. Do you want to focus on conventional medicine? 3, both. And then 4, clinical trials. Should I prioritize U.S. Let's see. Prioritize U.S. and no inclusion criteria, but I want you to clearly summarize the inclusion criteria, criteria, and even categorize the trials into logical categories. So like this is pretty remarkable, right? That that you can, like, this is what you would ask if you hired someone to go do research for you on stuff. Let's see. Wait, does YouTube not have hearty hearts? I'm still a TikTok refugee. It's got thumbs up, and you can do thumbs up on YouTube. And we now have, you can do super stickers, or I don't, Brandon knows. I don't know what they're called. This is what the doctor did with my report. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, cool. Okay, so here we go. Boom. Great. I'll conduct a deep dive research into the past 5-10 years. The report will be divided into these sections. Research on the organisms, covering their biology, mechanisms, and impact on human health. Treatments for related conditions, mainstream and alternative approaches for inflammation, neuropathy, joint pain, and autoimmune diseases. Promising AI treatments and advancements, clinical trials. As I gather information. Okay, so starting research. And then let me do, so once it starts here, it's going to pop up a little research thing on the right. That's where we'll see its chain of thought reasoning. Oh, Danielle suggested a nod to effective pain management in the most recent 2 years of research. Okay. So there's the thing. Why am I not seeing the little thing over on the left or on the right? Oh, maybe I have to do this. Huh. Understanding babiosis. Got it. Can I click on this? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So here's the activity. So this is pretty slick. Let me how do I want to do this? Let me just move the window. Okay. So for you TikTokers, so here's the activity. So I'm piecing together insights, search for Borrelia burgdorferi, immune evasion review. Yeah, these little fuckers, they go into these things called biofilm. They migrate out of your bloodstream into your muscles, and they hide in this shit called biofilm that you can't get to them. So you test negative for them, but they're sitting in there like little fuckers. And then when your immune system drops, they fucking go, hey, party! Assholes. So it's doing all that stuff. Look at all that stuff. Look at all the work it's doing. It's found 15 sources so far. So here's the sources. The NIH, the MDPI, Frontier Science, Hopkins Medicine, Neurology, Hopkins Lyme. Hopkins is one of the big research centers on Lyme. We'll just let the activity keep rolling. So anyway, so this is what it does. Pretty fucking slick, man. It really is. $2 super sticker. Cool. I guess. I'm imagining that commercial with the dermophytes, green slimy boogers and party hats. It's very much like that. And they have. Oh, thank you very much, Digital Gods. I didn't realize you sent me a super sticker. I thought you were just telling people how much they were. Thank you, sir. Very much appreciate the support. That's very cool. You just shared the article in Irregulars. Okay, great. Yeah. So for Danielle's condition that her doctor researched, she said he basically did what I did. The one thing they added was pain management, that's probably a smart thing to do. Oh, that's pretty cool. Look at this one comment. I love being able to see the thinking of this chain of thought reasoning is pretty cool. ChatGPT, look, it says it read withpower.com and then the prompt that it gave itself. I'm curious about the With Power site's mention of a trial in Maryland testing an antibiotic for inflammation reduction for long-term Lyme patients. I'm looking into specific details for that trial name. Then it went back to the site. So it found one of the Lyme trials, the NCTO4038346 Lyme trial at trialx.com. Like, this is stuff, I mean, this is stuff I've been dealing with for a while, but like, if you want to research this, like, these are the rabbit holes you run down. And it takes weeks, months. And this is just doing it. We're at 28 sources. Oh, it wasn't your doctor. I was with a doctor with over 300,000 followers on X who has OpenAI early access. That's super cool, Danielle. That's very, very cool. That's incredible. It's incredible. I mean, and again, like, I've done, this is now my third search using deep research. I did deep research with, was it R1 had it? I don't know. Something else had it. And that was kind of cool. Like, what it did was cool. I still haven't really played with Operator to the point that I understand what it's really good at. That's why I was so excited and tagged you. That's awesome. Yeah, thanks. Sorry, I've been a little distracted. Good TikTok question. Can deep research access all scientific papers? Because not all are available for free, right? I honestly don't know. I assume that most of the research papers that are behind paywalls stay behind paywalls. But I don't know. I don't know how it works. I mean, I assume it's honoring those paywalls. I'm 97% confident that the original LLMs from all of the companies were trained on data that was scraped from behind paywalls. There's two ways to do paywalls. The one way is you actually encrypt the shit and you literally can't access the stuff unless you have the key triggered by your paywall. The other way to do a paywall is you basically just, the shit's all sitting there in folders and you have a paywall in front of it that just doesn't give you the hyperlinks. For all of those paywalls that weren't doing the encrypted, the fancy version of paywalls, I'm pretty sure OpenAI scraped all that shit, and it probably scraped the other shit too. Why would you not? If you're out trying to get as much knowledge as you can, I'm sure they did all sorts of nefarious things, as did everyone else. I don't think they're just particularly evil. Kyle, can you give me the TLDR on deep research? I used it today by accident. Yeah. So what it is, Anne, is it's going to be really good for your fundraising stuff. It's going to be really good for it. So I was describing it earlier. It's a combination of, well, that's doing that. I'll just pop my big fat face up there again. Let me flip this over here. you've got your traditional, like ChatGPT query. You ask ChatGPT, it gives you an answer. Then you've got reasoning models where you give it a prompt and it prompts itself. It does chain of thought reasoning where it prompts the large language model, then it responds to it, then it basically makes a plan, right, before it gives you an answer. Deep research takes it one step further and goes out and searches the web, summarizes the websites it reads, and is dynamically writing based on what it learns in article 1 or website 1. It changes its chain of thought reasoning. So it's basically, as it's learning, it's reprompting itself and sort of refiguring out what to do. It's outdoing what researchers do, right? Let me go look at this website. Oh, like the thing it said where it was like, oh, it mentioned something about some clinical trial, but I didn't get the name of that. So let me go back and look at that. Like it's comprehending what it's reading. Oh, we've got a report. Let's go back. Oh. Good Lord, look at our little report. Damn. Dag, boy. Long haul Lyme disease, a comprehensive literature review. Research on the organisms. Borrelia burgdorferi, Lyme disease spirochete. You ever seen little Lyme disease spirochetes? They're like little corkscrews. Little fuckers swim through your bloodstream and then they can corkscrew their way out of your bloodstream. A spiral-shaped bacterium transmitted by ticks. Tick-borne co-infections, Babesia, Bartonella, etc. Same tick that carries Lyme can also transmit other pathogens, which often co-infect patients and complicate the illness. Notable infections: Babesia microti, malaria-like protozoan, Bartonella, Hensley, Babesia. It causes babiosis. So I know all this stuff. This stuff I all know. Related conditions: persistent inflammation, neurologic issues and neuropathy. That's what my guys are dealing with. Joint pain and Lyme arthritis. Autoimmune sequelae. Beyond the joints, there's a concern that Lyme and co-infections may precipitate other autoimmune phenomenon. The main issue is once you believe they've gotten rid of all these pathogens, then your body still interacts with the remnants causing autoimmune diseases. Yeah, I know. It's a fucking nightmare. That needs to go in Notebook LM. Oh, that's a great idea. Let's definitely do that. Oh, this is so cool. Dudes. Okay. Copy. Go copy this big motherfucker. Boom. Go to Notebook LM. Oh, no. Wait, I got to go to Docs first. Let me turn this into a Google Doc. Have you noticed by interacting with AI that you're processing information similar? I've noticed that working with AI, it looks like I crashed my Google Doc here. Did I? Why can I not paste? I've noticed that working with AI, I've got way more. I'm more creative I have more ideas. I have a more active intellect. It's the opposite of what you think it will do. It's bizarre. Because you think, I thought, here, we're not going to do this here. I thought if that stuff's doing everything for you, that you'll be less creative, you'll be less intellectual, you'll be all that stuff. Wait. Why? It did not copy everything. What the fuck? Oh, I see what it okay. Wait, can I they've got some weird ass formatting in their documents. Is there a way that I can
Hey, Kyle.
Yeah.
There's a copy button at the bottom that you might want to tap at the end of the research paper.
Is there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Look at that. That's producer Brandon coming in for the win. It doesn't mean it's going to work. It's still going to probably copy the weird ass formatting, but let's go see. Paste.
I've also got a TikTok pin for you.
Okay. Did it work? Oh yeah, it worked. All right. Good job. Thank you. So what Brandon said, each of these trials, assistance, alternative therapy, immunotherapy. Okay. All right. So there's a lot of shit in here. Good Lord. With all of these, look at all the citations. All that yellow shit are citations. Fucking amazing. All right. So now I'm going to export this as a PDF. So this is going to be, oh wait, hang on. Let me get rid of all that shit. Okay. Export as PDF. Long haul Lyme disease. We're going to drop that on the desktop. Boom. Did the AI just find all the work that someone else did that answers your prompt? Well, I asked it to go out and find all of the research, like all of the research papers on. No. Is the AI cheating off a human? No. Anti-bubbles, no. This report that it wrote, it went out and it read all of the papers, like whatever it went and found, it went and read all those websites. It read the papers, it read the research papers, and then it wrote this report. This is what you would have a researcher do if you wanted a researcher to give you an update on what's going on with Lyme disease. You would pay a researcher to probably spend, I don't know, 2-3 months, 6 months, going and reading all this stuff, categorizing stuff, putting it together, writing it into a thing. It wrote this from all the research it did. So just think of this is consolidating, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months. Oh, I'm being a little bit humorous. Okay, good. Yeah. I figured you were. Yeah, it's yeah. We're in a weird ass place where people are going to start getting freaked out. Like if you're, say, a researcher that spends 6 months making these things and you watch what I just did, you're going to be like, yeah. Okay, we're going to go to notebooklm.google.com. If you haven't seen this, by the way. Oh, I didn't say notebook. I said note. Good Lord. Book LM. All right. We're going to create a new one. We're going to upload our source document. Which we can't find, of course. Lyme. Long haul Lyme disease. Let's make sure it's our thing. Yep, there it is. How many pages is it? I don't know. Lot. Okay. So there's that. Boom. Untitled notebook. Long haul Lyme disease. The literature examines long haul Lyme, focusing on persistent mechanisms of Lyme disease. All right, so we're going to go to the studio, and we're just going to say generate. So what I'm going to do, is it generating? Yeah. So I'm going to generate an audio overview. It's basically doing a literature review. Those are very time-intensive reports. Yeah, as someone with ADD, I couldn't read the first 4 paragraphs of one study, much less go read all of them. It's just unbelievable, the world we live in right now. It really is. It's pretty remarkable stuff. Okay, where? Oh, there it is. Okay. Becky Rue, my youngest has Lyme disease. He's 21. Well, that fucking sucks. I'm sorry, Becky. Yeah, my guys are 25. Yeah, my guys have had it for, I don't know, 12 years now. Sucks. It sucks. Sucks bad. What do you think about attacks on LLMs, creating nukes, destroying humanity? What about LLM security? That's a lot of attacks on LLMs. Do you mean jailbreaking them? I mean, you don't really need to jailbreak them. You've got open source models like Llama and DeepSeek where you can now go do whatever you want to do with them. You can train around their safety guardrails. So, what I think about it is you can do the same shit with existing technology. Like any technology can be used for good or for shit. And this channel is about, why don't we try using it for good? Like you do. We're not making dirty bombs here on this channel. Let's see. What are the most exciting new studies that point to an actual cure? We have issues and problems that we keep pointing the finger at each other in any type of technology that we don't understand. I agree. Okay. What's it say? Several new studies, persister cell treatments, a three-drug cocktail of daptomycin, doxycycline, and whatever. I think that's from Horowitz. I think that's Horowitz's thing. Disulfiram, traditionally used for alcoholism. Huh. AI accelerated drug discovery. Here's our thing. Hang on. Let me change the thing. Let's listen to a little of this. Is this it? Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Lyme disease and co-infection.
Oh, yeah.
A topic that's more intricate than a lot of people realize.
It is.
You sent over some really fascinating research for this deep dive, a comprehensive literature review on Lyme, the co-infections and their long-term effects.
Right.
So let's dive in.
Yeah, let's break it all down.
Okay, so the research really digs into the bacteria behind Lyme disease,
Yeah.
Borrelia burgdorferi. What makes this bacteria
and modulates the nervous system, which can have a positive impact. Exactly. If hygromycin A proves effective in human trials, it could be a real breakthrough in Lyme treatment.
That's great to hear. And there are also advancements being made in treating Lyme co-infections.
That's right.
What are some of the promising developments for Babesia and Bartonella?
For Babesia, scientists are exploring new antiparasitic drugs.
Okay.
And even using computational methods to identify potential compounds from natural sources.
Computational methods. That sounds high tech.
It is. Artificial intelligence is playing a growing role in drug discovery.
Wow.
AI can analyze massive amounts of data to identify potential drug candidates, much faster than humans can.
So AI is speeding up the process of finding new treatments.
Exactly. And this is crucial for Lyme and other complex diseases where we desperately need new and effective therapies.
Right.
And for Bartonella, researchers are finding that some existing drugs...
What if you have certain research papers as PDFs in one folder? How do you ask ChatGPT to review them? Well, you can, if you've got a bunch... if you've got a bunch of PDFs, the tool that I'm in right now is Notebook LM. You can upload, I think it's 50 documents, and they can be up to 500,000 words each. So it's like a ridiculous amount of data you can put in here. It's like 25 million words. And then you put the sources in over here. You can chat with them in the middle here, and then you can turn them into documents over on the right. So you can create study guides, a briefing document, a timeline, and this audio overview. And then check this out.
Welcome to our deep dive today. We're going to be tackling Lyme disease and co-infection.
I'm going into interactive mode.
Welcome to our deep dive today. We're going to be tackling Lyme disease and co-infections.
Oh, yeah.
A topic that's more intricate than a lot of people realize.
It is.
You sent over some really fascinating research for this deep dive, a comprehensive literature review. Oh, hey there. How can we help?
Yeah, hey, I'm the one that initiated this research study, and I'm doing it because I've got twin 25-year-old boys who've been dealing with Lyme disease for about 12 years now.
Wow, that's really something.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that with us.
It gives us a lot of perspective knowing the personal drive behind this research.
Absolutely. And it's important to keep in mind the real life impacts of this disease.
We really appreciate your insights, and well, we'll definitely keep your sons in mind as we go through this.
Yes.
Oh, back to our listener. What's up?
Yeah, so they've got one of the primary things they're struggling with right now is myelin sheath neuropathy. So is there anything in the study that points to ways to deal with that?
Okay, so myelin sheath neuropathy, that's definitely a tough one. And it's something that the research touches on, though not always by that specific name.
Right. And what's fascinating here is how Lyme can affect the nervous system in various ways.
Yeah, it seems that the research talks about how Lyme can cause damage to the nerves, specifically small fiber neuropathy.
Yeah, small fiber neuropathy, or SFN, is characterized by damage to the thin nerve fibers that transmit pain and autonomic signals.
And from what I was reading, this can cause a range of symptoms.
Exactly. It can lead to things like widespread pain, burning sensations, and dysautonomia, like lightheadedness or heart rate issues.
So while the research doesn't use the term myelin sheath neuropathy.
All right. So anyway, so that's that. If you haven't seen that, like, as cute as the podcast is, it actually does really good analysis of the documents you put in there. And the fact that you can jump into it and ask it questions and have them explain it to you, like, this is, you know, we're in a whole nother thing. All right, listen, I got to get going. It's late here. It's late where you are. I'm crispy and dehydrated. So Yeah, so Becky didn't know my kid said Lyme disease. Yeah, I know it sucks, and I'm sorry that yours does too. Like this is a club none of us want to be in. It's like you get in this club, you're like, wee, I've got community. Okay, couple of things. You probably have all heard of the Webby Awards. The Webby Awards are, you know, awards for websites and shit like that, right? They came out during the hype cycle of the .com bubble. Everyone was like, you know, the web's exciting. Let's do an award show. They just added an AI category. So I think they extended the deadline of the Webbies to Friday. That's what Brandon told me. If it's wrong, blame him. But like Joy Purdy, Corey, I mean, you could maybe I'll submit Sin City Sipper. No one will care, but it's funny. I'm gonna do Quantum Cipher. I'm gonna do the one. I think I'll do the one with Kelly Bosch in it. Maybe I'll do the Civil War project I did. I don't know, but anyway, go do the Webbies. Okay. If you don't know, go to wait. Go to hold please. Not banners, media assets. Go to the salon.ai. See that, TikTokers? If you haven't joined the AI Salon, go to the salon.ai, click on the Join Our Community button, and go join. It's a community. One of the things that's going to be important for everyone in the next 2 years, 3 years, as this stuff gets more and more and more intense, 2025, mark my words, 2025 is going to be one of those years where a lot's going to change, and this technology is going to get really good really fast. Like it already is. Like what we did tonight is kind of fucking bonkers. What it just did. And that was without even really trying, right? That was just like me sort of pulling a prompt out of my butt and just kind of asking it for what I thought would be good. Imagine if you actually put, like a week into using that tool. A lot of shit's going to change. There's going to be a lot of disruption. So get your ass in community. The AI Salon is a community of AI optimists and creators who are generous and helpful and smart and accomplished and humble. Something you don't get here. In spite of me, they're a really humble bunch. There's not a lot of assholes in there. They're like sweet, empathetic, supportive human beings that are trying to figure this AI shit out too. And they happen to be some of the people doing the most interesting work, not building the AI. We got a couple of those. We got like Pate, who's building this shit. But most of the community of the AI Salon, it's like 3,000 people, are people that are there to just try to figure out, how do we use these tools? How do we use them in our life? How do we use them to help do the shit we do? So go do that. Tomorrow night is the first Tuesday of every month. We have a meeting called AI Salon Presents. And tomorrow night, we're going to have a return guest. We had an artist named Black, Blaac, who's an NFT artist. He was a consultant for many years, business consultant. He was really good at art, and he got way into digital art, got way into NFTs, all that sort of stuff. And now he's coming back around. He's done all that, and he's going to talk about coming back around. And now he's starting an AI consultancy, which I think is absolutely fascinating. So that's tomorrow night from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Mountain Time. Brandon and Eric Sanner are going to be co-hosting the event. Leah can't make it, and I might be able to make it, but I don't think I can because I'm doing business shit. So we're going to have guest co-hosts, cool, and we're going to have Black speaking, and there's just so much news has happened. You should go to that thing, and you should meet the people there and join the salon and be cool. All right? That's it. I'm going to get out of here. I've got a cool, I think I'm going to take that that podcast and publish it. I'll put that up on LinkedIn, and I'll put it up on Twitter, X, you know, the thing. All right, everybody. Coolio. Peace out. I will be back here tomorrow night. I'll be back here. I'll probably be a guest on the Salon Presents, and then I'll do this probably normal time, 8 p.m. Mountain. But it'll be 10 p.m. East Coast. Why do I do this to people? Why do I start these things at 10 o'clock at night for East Coasters? I'm an asshole. That's why. Okay, everybody. Has DeepSeek put every other competitor out of business? No, Snowman. No. The DeepSeek thing was completely blown out of proportion. Is it a good model? Yes. Did they train it for $6 million? No. It looks like it was closer to $1.5 billion. It looks like DeepSeek has about 50,000 H100s, which they're not supposed to have. So that was some, how do you call it in America? A little bit of misinformation to drive the stock market crazy. No, Quen came out with a better model 3 days later. OpenAI just came out with this deep research thing, and O3 Mini and O3 Mini High, and no, it's that is a small blip in a much larger war. It's like that. I wouldn't even consider that a battle. Did it drain whatever it was, 1.2 trillion out of the markets in a day? Yeah, it did do that. Is that going to be a long-term impact? I don't think so, but we'll see. Who knows? I don't fucking know. Anyway, all right. Grok 3 will be very late. Yep. All right. Peace out, everyone. Have a good one. I'm going to say goodbye to the YouTubers and Xers. Peace out, everyone. Hope you had fun tonight.